What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. Listen. This time, honey, I am back with a recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This will be for season 6. I will have the episode number in the description. A couple of you guys reached out to me and asked, why is Love and Marriage Huntsville, always so late compared to other content creators? If you have been living under a rock, I don't know where you've been at, but y'all know I do work in the mental health industry, as well as, doing this. So there are YouTubers that, God bless them, they are able to just get stuff out to you just like that because they sitting at home all day. They ain't got no other jobs or responsibilities. I'm not that girl. I have a lot of other stuff going on outside of this. So, I work 16-hour shifts, and anybody that has ever worked a 16-hour shift knows when you do that back to back, your body is going to need time to unthaw, like some frozen meat. Okay? So that is what that's why it takes time, for me to get this out to you all, because I have to rest and, refresh and get myself back together. Okay. So anyways, honey, this episode was funny. I am definitely enjoying the second half of this season, already. I think this is the second episode we are in, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm loving Miss Nell on the cast. At first I was like, I just want Miss Nell to be old sweet Miss Nell. But Miss Nell, honey, she said, honey, I'm not just sweet, honey. I will get into your ass. I just love how she sees Letitia Scott for who and what she is. I love when she told Melody she's not really interested in being friends with Letitia because she feels like Letitia has never been receptive to her. And I told y'all, when you are dealing with somebody that has imposter syndrome like Letitia Scott, remember, she has all these degrees and the bitch still can't talk. She still seemed like she not using the damn degrees. They clocked her tea all throughout this episode. She can't take constructive criticism. Thank you, Stormy. Thank you, Kimmy. They mentioned that. She gets so sensitive about stuff because of the imposter syndrome. I know how to act like my shit is together. I have a man. I always throw him in y'all face, even though he ain't about shit. And he don't treat her like, he treat her like shit, I should say. Okay, but she just feels like as long as I look good on the outside, then nobody will really question my credibility. Nobody will question my credentials. I'm double mastered. I had a friend in the past. She wasn't very attractive. I think I told you guys about her. But she told me, yeah, I'm not the most attractive person, but where I succeed is, I try to look good on paper. And she was also a label girl, into labels and, this is how much this costs. And my mother took me on a cruise, and she would try to compare her life to mine and throw subtle shade. And so I said all of that to say this. A lot of times when people run out and get all these degrees, it's not so much because they care about education or just bettering themselves and their income. It's just about the optics. It's about how it looks. I get to look smart without being smart. I actually also had a past relationship with a man that bragged about everything. And he was a lot like that ex-friend of mine, where he would brag about labels and, yeah, I shop here and I have this. And real people with real money, they don't brag about how they spend their money, what they spend their money on. They don't brag about how many hours they work. He would try to do that bullshit too. And it's just like, child, save it. Okay, save it. Well, I just worked so hard. This bitch could barely pick up a book. Okay, like educate yourself, dummy, and quit with the, well, I make money and I have a high credit score, so I'm successful. No, they gonna know you unsuccessful as soon as you open your damn mouth. He had a horrible vocabulary. You would have thought his hard-working ass would have took some time to better that vocabulary, but when I tell you it was all basic, and I was like, ooh, child, don't even speak, honey. Just look cute. Just look cute. I will handle all conversations, honey. You just sit there and look, be the Apollo, honey, to my Phaedra. just sit there and look cute. Like, didn't know any big words. He would copy off the shit I would say and try to remix it. And it's just like, honey, it's not giving. I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up, please. But I said all of that once again, guys, to say this. People love like putting on, like, and it comes from low self-esteem, low self-worth. I don't feel good about myself, so I have to seek out external value outside of myself. I have to get a degree. I have to shop at these clothing stores. I have to have all name brands. A lot of times people had issues growing up. They were teased. They're trying to make up for that past time, right, where they struggled or was a bum. So when I tell you human beings are interesting with, the things that they choose to boast and brag about, honey, you'll just be like, wow. And a lot of these people, they will swear up and down, honey, they are better than the clients that I serve. But I have seen certain behavior, you guys, from clients that I have seen from so-called regular people. So a lot of y'all, you're not too different from my clients. Quiet is kept, okay, to be all the way real. But yeah, when I look at Letitia Scott, it's just like, I don't believe you. You're fake. She's on the internet now saying how she misses her mom being a part of the show. Yeah, because you need a soft place to land, because you can't live vicariously through her and she can't live vicariously through you. Y'all have a codependent dynamic. So Tisha, instead of her embracing this alone time, well, she's really not alone. She kind of got Kimmy, fighting her damn battles here and there, so instead of her just growing up and stepping up to the plate, remember, she's talked all this shit about Mel and, yeah, that man cheated on you and he had a baby with a side chick. She loves saying all that shit to Mel. And it's very interesting that Mel felt the need to tell Marceau at the end of the episode, oh, well, you're just mad Tisha is going to get the strength to leave you after being around me. She ain't going nowhere. I get, Melody, you don't want to argue with this girl, but she is a weak ass bitch. And she knows it. Okay, that's why when her mother was on the show, her mother was saying the shit that she tried to, she tried to act like, oh, mom, that's too low. No, you've said worse shit than your mother, honestly. Y'all have both said some nasty and malicious things to Melody. But Tisha likes to play the victim, and victims, they don't like to own their shit. They would rather throw other people under the bus. That's why she called Mel a mean girl. That's also why she said that Mel, Mel got a dark soul. Like, she thinks she's so much better than everybody. Like, Tisha is one of those women where, because she sees Mel succeeding, she's ambitious, she's hardworking. She done left Martell. She done dated a couple of guys. Now she's still single. But, she is navigating life successfully without this man. And you are over there, Tisha, being a married single mother. You're by yourself, bitch. You try to put on these airs like, oh, I still got my man. I know how to keep my man, and my man, you over there doing that for my man shit. Like Ariane Slow Slaw Curry, honey. Well, shit, she on the bench. At least Tisha got a ring, honey. Okay. But yeah, y'all be on that for my man shit, and you sitting up here getting scraps, breadcrumbs. Okay. So they are at the sip and see for baby Ace, and the lady that's hosting the event, you know, she says some nice things about baby Ace, and they're not going to allow anybody to see the baby because he still has not ate yet. So Tiffany, you know, get the breastfeeding him. And once again, you know, we see Tiffany, she's by herself. Big Lou is gone. And like I said, you know, when you don't listen to the whispers before you hear the screams, because Tiffany, you was warned that Big Lou didn't want that baby, but you didn't listen. You felt like, oh, I'll go out here and I'll have the baby anyways, and I'm accustomed to getting what I want. And I told y'all they had an unhealthy dynamic. It looks like Tiffany kind of runs over Big Lou. Like he does, like it seemed like gives in to her when really he should have not gave her a baby if he didn't really want one. I don't believe in making anybody do anything just because you are married. I feel like that is a mutual decision, but it looked like he just gave in